GibbTV, I'm back again. All right, that was quick, huh? Okay, so we're getting into the very start of the war. And just to show you this slide, the United States, we were in the middle of a Great Depression, and what we looked at when these countries were being aggressive, not at war, but being aggressive, taking land, is we looked at it and we passed, and take a look at the slide, something called the Neutrality Acts. We did not want to go over to Europe a second time, and we did not want to get involved with what was going on in Asia as well. So we passed a series of Neutrality Acts saying that we're not going to take a side. So going back to where we left off, so Stalin and Hitler make an agreement. They hate each other. They really do. But because of getting land for both of them, they make an agreement. So you look at these cartoons, it looks like they're married. And then you see them on the right there, Fat Stalin and Skinny Hitler, a piece of Poland. So they're going to carve that up. And then the next cartoon, which I showed before, is the Little Red Riding Hood one. And in the grandma's bed are Nazi Germany and Soviet Russia. And guess who Red Riding Hood is? Yep, Poland. And that's the first country that's attacked. So the official start is September 1st, 1939. Germany invades half of Poland, and the Soviet Union invades the other.
On September the 1st, 1939, the Nazi army smashed into Poland. England and France had a treaty with Poland. Would they act now? At home, we listened in suspense.
Adolf Hitler's all-out attack on Poland makes the long-dreaded European war a certainty.
And the Germans' method of attacking, if you look at this map, from the left side is to come in multiple directions. From the north, from the west, from the south. You can see Russia does as well. And what Hitler called this kind of attack is a German word that means lightning war. Gotta know this one. Blitzkrieg. So the blitz, like in football, where everybody goes at the same time. Blitzkrieg is everything goes. You have your troops on the ground following tanks with jeeps going 60 miles an hour. You've got airplanes bombing and attacking other airplanes that are trying to take off. And you've got a whole bunch of parachute guys being dropped off behind enemy lines. It's really like a power punch. Now you got to be good, you got to be fast, and you have to have a good plan. And Germany's Blitzkrieg plowed through Europe. So what you'll see is right after that, Britain and France declare war on Germany, and then Germany attacks what are called the Low Countries. And look at this map. You've got Holland, Belgium, and Luxembourg, all neutral countries. And guess what? They were attacked and they were occupied by Nazis for the next 4 or 5 years. And then they go into France. And you can see again this whole Blitzkrieg idea of all these different arrows going into France. There were French soldiers there and British as well, and they were surrounded and cut off, and France falls to the Germans. And what pirates do is they plunder. They take the gold, they take the art, they take everything from people, and in many ways they use the workers as their slave labor. Now, what also went on in these countries is the Jewish people were taken, and we'll talk more about the Holocaust later. But what we have left here is our response and Great Britain. Unfortunately, the only democracy in the area that's left is Britain. Now, its advantage is it's an island, and Hitler wants to invade or get them to kind of sign a peace treaty. And what ensues, which means what follows, is called the Battle of Britain. Over the skies of Britain, German airplanes and British airplanes fight each other. And the Germans are trying to bomb the cities in Britain, and the British airplanes are trying to shoot down the Germans before they get there, and there's guns in the ground and blackouts, and this goes on for a while. Hitler hopes if he can weaken the British, then they will either surrender, or he'll be able to weaken them enough to have an amphibious invasion, to get in boats and go over there, and maybe take over the island.
Crush that little island and its stubborn people, and the way was open for world conquest. The fall of Austria, Czechoslovakia, Poland, Denmark, Norway, Holland, Belgium, France had given him more than 100 million slaves to work for him or starve. The preliminaries were over. It was time for the main event.
German plan for invasion of England. Phase 1. Knock out the Royal Air Force and its bases. Get control of the air and the sea lanes across the Channel. Follow the Blitz plan that had wiped out Poland, the Low Countries, and France. Destroy communication and transport lines. Above all, get command of the air. Phase 2. Pulverize the coastline with dive bombers. Drop parachute troops to take over the airfields and establish beachheads. Phase 3. Actual invasion. Pour the German panzer divisions across in high-speed barges under an umbrella protecting fighter planes. Then send spearheads of armed might to divide, surround, destroy all opposition. That's all there was to it. Conquer Britain. Force the surrender of the British fleet. Then, with the combined sea power of Germany, Britain, Italy, France, and Japan, he could control the seas and tell us where to head in. The torch of freedom flickered low.
Here's your assignment. Your assignment is to understand how we got into this, not by declaring war, but by helping. And I want you to watch the video called Lend-Lease. And it's our way of lending materials and leasing, which is kind of like renting, to the sides that we wanted. And the Google form that you will have to fill out are questions on the video that's called Lend-Lease. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. Any questions, let me know, but there'll be another assignment on Wednesday. Tomorrow I'll just kind of touch base with you guys. Stay on top of this. Find a quiet place just to sit with your headphones and listen to me talk and watch some videos. Okay? All right, I miss you guys. All right, bye.